Today on Ballistic Burgers, I'm going to be cooking up the Theta burger out of Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Let's get going. The Theta burger is one of those uber regional burgers kind of centered around Oklahoma City. There is some debate on where it originated. Many people believe that it was at the Town Tavern in Norman, Oklahoma. In the late 30s, early 40s, some sorority girls would come in, hence the name Theta. And this is how they were requesting their burgers to be made. Now, other people believe that it originated at a restaurant, a burger joint called the Split T Charcoal Broiler, which opened up in 1952 in Oklahoma City. The manager of the Split T, his name was Johnnie Haynes. He left the Split T and opened up his own burger joint called Johnnie's Charcoal Broiler, which is open to this day. And that is the burger that I'm copying today. And I have to believe that it is probably the same burger they were serving up at the Split T, which unfortunately made their last burger in the year 2000. Now, what makes this burger very special, you'll see what makes it special in addition to this, but is their sauce. They're calling this a hickory sauce. It looks like a barbecue sauce, but believe me, the look is deceiving. Once you taste it, you realize that it's not a barbecue sauce. Extremely savory. And it's an umami bomb. You'll see the ingredients here. Now, when I was doing my research, there was only one other copycat, and what he did was just used a hickory barbecue sauce out of a bottle. And once you taste this, you'll realize that it's not a barbecue sauce. I ordered 2 of these jars from Johnnie's to help me with this video, and it was $15 for 2 jars and another like $15 or so for shipping. The thing that surprised me was it literally lists all of the ingredients on the jar here. The normal is you'll see the base ingredients that you know are in here, tomatoes and such, and then it will just say spices, which then you have to really go to work. But what I did here when I did my copycat was I started out with the base, and then the lesser ingredients, I just started adding them in small increments until I came up with the look and the taste that I wanted. And just to give you an example of what we're getting ready to make here, so again, here's theirs and here's mine. So they look and the texture is very much the same. As far as flavor is concerned, right now, I spent a good whole day making this. I'm in the high 90 percentile as far as matching this taste exactly. I think with a little teeny bit of tweaking, I could nail it 100%. But I mean, when I say I'm in the high 90s, I'm 98, 99% accurate here. It is a long process. I'm not trying to discourage anybody from ordering from Johnnie's, but like I said, it was actually pretty interesting to make here. So I've got a large pot here. We'll start with the wet ingredients. First, we're going to add 2 cups of just water, 1.5 cups of tomato puree, 1/2 cup vegetable oil, 2 tablespoons soy sauce, 2.5 tablespoons Worcestershire sauce, 1 tablespoon white vinegar, 2 teaspoons liquid smoke. Now I'm going to add 1/2 cup of extremely finely minced onion, 2.5 tablespoons tomato paste, 1 teaspoon garlic paste, 1 tablespoon sugar, 1 teaspoon cayenne pepper, 1 teaspoon celery seed, 1 teaspoon salt. So what I'm going to do is bring this up to a nice boil, continuously whisking. Then I'm going to reduce the heat to a simmer, whisking occasionally. And I'm going to simmer this for about 3 hours or so. And what I'm trying to do is reduce this. I mean, reduce it a lot. As it starts getting closer to this consistency here, it's a very, very thick sauce. I'm going to crank the heat, and then I'm just going to keep whisking it and just kind of watch the color develop until it becomes that nice kind of rich red that we have in the jar here. Let's make some hamburgers. Okay, for this cook, I'm using my kettle with the Ballistic griddle in place. I just have a little bit of charcoal in here just to give me a light toast on the buns. And then I have no charcoal here. This is kind of my safe zone in case things start getting out of hand with my direct heat right here. So let's get those seeded, just regular old seeded hamburger buns. When I do a copycat, rather than trying to match the weight of the burger exactly, I try to match the thickness of the patty. Their burgers are about 1/4 of an inch thick, and that's what I'm using. This is 80/20 ground chuck. Just season these with some salt. These burgers are and always have been cooked over a hot charcoal grill. All right. All right. And I'm not getting the toast. I don't have enough charcoal under here. Let me take care of that problem here. Well, that should be good. It's a hot fire here. Let's make some burgers. So both of these sauces, mine and Johnnie's, have been heated in the microwave. Burger down. This will be Johnnie's, and this will be mine. So you can see how the patty's perfectly same diameter as the buns here. Now what we're going to do is lay down a nice healthy layer of this hickory sauce on the patties. And again, I zapped both of these jars in the microwave, gave them some heat. Put this jar in a bowl. Now comes something else I think is pretty cool, pretty unique. We are adding copious amounts of shredded American cheese, and it's cold shredded American cheese. Not cold like right out of the icebox, but it's not melted. And this is what Johnnie's does. This is what the Split Tea did. And this is one of the things that makes this burger unique. And you can have American cheese cut right off the block if your grocery store has a deli counter. Now what we're going to do is add pickles on top of the cheese. So I think it's pretty cool. Now top buns, we're going to add mayo. Edge to edge mayo. And then we crown. And I present the Theta burger. Which one to try first? Oh, I'm going to go with theirs first. So this is with their sauce. I noticed theirs is a little bit looser than mine, and that just simply boils down to not reducing it quite as much. But again, flavor and texture is there. It has a very unique texture. But look at that. Cheers. I'm excited. Huh? This is exciting for me. Really good. You get that, that hickory flavor. Again, very savory. I said it before, that sauce is literally, it's an umami bomb. There's so many ingredients in there that, contain umami. For those who don't know what umami is, basically, it's incorporating ingredients that have a lot of glutamate in it, which is the key ingredient for MSG. So, you figure the Worcestershire sauce, the soy sauce, tomatoes, there's a lot of umami, a lot of glutamate in this sauce. Here's mine. I'm not detecting a difference with either burger, which is a good thing for a copycat. Wow. As a burger experience, it's very unique. There's something about, on certain tacos, like again, those Northern California style tacos, the hot, taco with that cold shredded cheese going in there, it creates something very special. And this burger's doing the same thing, because I'm getting that hot burger and that warm sauce, then all of a sudden that fairly cool cheese in my mouth. And so I love variations of texture, flavors, and I guess temperatures too, because I mean that's the same thing with tomatoes and lettuce on a burger. You get that cool sensation that it just kind of stirs things up and makes it a little bit more interesting. And that's what's happening here with the cheese. And it is, I mean, as it goes on, it is, starting to melt, but it's still not that hot, drippy, melting cheese. Pickles very much needed. They add the acid that this needs, and also some crunch, because without the pickles, it's a very mushy textured burger. So the nice crispy pickles help a lot. And the mayo, I think, it just sort of balances everything out. It kind of tones down the sauce a little bit. This is great, and I'm glad I made it. It's going to go on one of my favorites. There was a place, I visit Tulsa a few times a year. There was a place in Tulsa that served these up, but they went out of business a couple years ago. So bummer. I'm going again to Tulsa in about a week or so, a couple weeks. And I think I may stop in to Oklahoma City, visit Johnnie's. Good stuff. Anyway, thank you for stopping by. I will have the recipe down below in the description box if you want to try to make it yourself. I'll also have a link to Johnnie's if you just want to order the jar of sauce and make it yourself. This burger is very unique and it's worth trying. It was a suggestion, so thank you for that. Keep those suggestions coming in. They're the lifeblood for this channel. And if you're not subscribed, please consider subbing, ringing the notification bell, and thumbing up the video if you like it, and I hope you did. I will see you on the next video. Cheers.